Yep, it's your boy Cook. You know exactly what it is, the More Music Podcast. And today I'm here with a very special guest artist out of New York, from New York to Charlotte, actually.
Yes.
Juju from the Bando. What's happening?
What's happening? I'm chilling. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
So
Thank you for having me.
no doubt, no doubt. So let's start here. I guess we could start with the name Juju from the Bando. Just talk about how you made that name up.
So basically, my middle name is Bijou. So I got the Juju from Bijou. And being from
Bijou. Okay.
Africa, Juju means like a spell, like voodoo. So I feel like, and being from the Bando, because I was born in Africa, like the Bando is basically my struggle just to come up from coming
Yeah.
to Africa and moving into New York and just getting my shit on my own and just being where I am now. I feel like that's the bando because that consisted of a lot of shit. You feel
Yeah.
me? So it was just like Juju for the bando. It just kind of just worked. Like, and I feel like I always used to be around the trappers and the bando. Like,
Mhm.
it kind of like when I was like back in my day, I swear I'm so old talking about back in my day.
Facts.
But like that shit was kind of like my theme. So it's just like it's only right. But I feel like with that name, people expect me to be very hardcore. Like, like if you hear that name
Yeah.
Juju for the bando, you thinking I'm about to be like a trap, like shooting guns
Trap
type of
Queen.
rapper. Right. But it's just like I really be on some keeping it cute and sexy. I think that's my comfort zone most of the times. Like, I could get deep, but
Yeah.
most likely I'm gonna turn to some like freaky sexy shit. So
Mhm.
with the name, it's unexpected. So like when they hear the name and then they see me, they're like, "Oh, what is she gonna do?" But
Yeah.
I
That's
guess it
real.
works.
That's real. That's real. So what part of Africa were you born in?
In Gambia, and
Oh.
that's in West Africa.
Do you ever go back and visit?
So I was last there in 2011, and honestly, I'm planning to visit this year. I do want to do a show out there, so I'm planning and putting it together if God is willing. So yeah,
That's
definitely
dope.
going back this year, like because it's a small country, but
Mhm.
when they're doing shows, everybody comes out. Like if you see artists up there that are up and coming artists is not even known, like their songs are only known there. They
Yeah.
do a show, it's sold out. It's not like here where you could go to a showcase, and it'll probably only be artists is there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there you have a potential to be seen by thousands of people. So I just feel like I want to give myself that chance, to
Yeah,
go
I
fuck
feel
with my
that.
people.
Yeah, got to. You got to branch out too. You hear
Hell
some
yeah.
you have some listeners overseas.
Hell yeah.
That's another check.
Yes.
So
I sure do, cause like my song Bubble Butt, it actually charted at number 11 in Austria.
word.
And yes, like, and I found out on sound charts because I went on sound charts, like, and I entered my information. I was just looking up my artist name, and it really popped up. I was like, yo, kind of dope, like, So
Hey,
it's just like I was wondering where them plays was coming from. But some like I'm like I try to be versatile because I never know who might like my song and where,
right.
So like even on TikTok I noticed that they be like white people doing stuff to my songs more than other people. Like I have this page on TikTok that does stuff to my songs and they use my hashtag. So my hashtag is actually at 830K views. Like with
Damn.
my songs attached to it on TikTok, and I don't even get that on my own page. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Wow.
like, but it's just like, yeah. Sometimes you never know. The love sometimes don't come from home. Like it comes
Yeah,
from elsewhere.
that's facts. That's a fact.
So hell yeah.
So
But
you got to go to Austria and collect that check, right? You gonna have to do some
I
shows there.
do.
You got to
That's
do
what
like
I
a
was
week of
saying.
shows. You got to.
That's what I was saying. Because if I charted over there, that means y'all was listening to me.
Facts.
And I always said that we need to figure out who we gotta plug in over there. It's all about knowing the right plug.
That's real. That's real. So
Hell yeah.
you from New York. What part of
hmm
New York you from?
So I lived in Long Island. I know they
Okay.
don't count us. They be like we in the suburbs or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm from New York.
Okay. Okay. So what brought you to Charlotte?
So uh, I used to date somebody that lived in Charlotte when I was in New York. So he used to try to talk to me for like years. But like one time I was just like, whatever, you can just fly me out here. So I came and I felt like it was affordable to live out here because like when I was living in New York, I was paying rent, but I was renting out a room. So I felt like, why am I paying like $750 for a room when I could pay $900 for my own one bedroom? Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it was the relationship that pushed me to come here, but I just felt like it was the opportunity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I just knew that okay, I could save more money coming out here. So I moved out here, and my mom was still in Africa, and she was supposed to move out here too. So I felt like this would be way better for her to have more space. Because New York, like it's overpriced and you could get something overpriced and still not have space. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So I was just like, so it just kind of worked out. So I kind of, and I'm kind of glad I came out here because I feel like I got away from all my friends and people I knew and just kind of found myself and got comfortable to do what I love because I started doing music like really when I moved to Charlotte, like during COVID. So
Wow.
but yeah, I mean, I feel like it was so strange. When I came, it was like it was weird that I would have never thought I would move out here, but it just felt like something was pushing me and telling me to just go ahead and do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I didn't really know nobody, you know what I'm saying, but
Hmm.
that one person. But that wasn't about to stop me from doing what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, for sure.
now I'm out here and I got my family out here now, so it's like
That's
it's
dope.
great. Yeah, so just doing my thing.
For sure. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. So,
Hell yeah.
as far as inspirations, what kind of did you hear anybody in it that, or did you like any certain artists that made you want to do music? Or it was
So
just
I
like the
really
Charlotte
love
scene?
Nicki Minaj. Like I know. So this music stuff, it's not like I came to Charlotte and was like, oh, I want to be a rapper. Like I've always been into music. Like I was in
Okay.
the choir in church. I was in the choir in school. I was always singing along to something. Like I've done talent shows. Like I've done drama. That type of shit. So
Yeah.
I've always been around the music, but I never really knew that I could really sit up there and come up with a song by myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say Nicki really inspires my rap, but as well as people I just grew up listening to my mom. Like she
Yeah.
listened to a lot of Usher, Chris Brown, like Michael Jackson. So
Hmm.
I feel like that's the reason why my music it's rap, but it's very versatile. Cause I could sing a song too if I wanted to. That's why I'd be like, I'm an artist. Like,
Yeah, I like that.
I'm an artist. So I could just dabble in a little bit of everything, which I like. Cause if I wanted to hop on a Spanish song, I can. If I wanted to hop on a French song, I can. If I
Yeah.
wanted to hop on an Afrobeat song, I can. So when I get to that point where everybody wants to work with me, I'm not gonna be limited to artists just in America. I could branch out and do artists in Spain, Brazil, and Africa, Nigeria, all over the place.
Hmm.
That's really how I'm trying to be global with it. That's the goal. Like, I don't want to just be a regular artist.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
want
that's
to
good.
be the artist.
Yeah.
Like when you say my name, they be like, oh yeah, that's Juju from the Bando. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Juju from the Bando. I'm like, yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So,
Yeah.
yeah, your music always turn, you always teed up, always lit. Can you
Always.
walk me through your studio process, and how you go through that making your music?
So I see. This is the thing. Like I need wine. I always have wine or Casamigo. So like Casamigo, most of the times it's probably like if I go to the club or like I'm having a get together, then I'll drink a lot and then go to the studio. Or if I'm going with a group of people, I would get Casamigo. But if it's just me, I do wine because wine is like chill and subtle. It's not gonna get me
Yeah.
too drunk. And honestly, I am a freestyler most of the time. Like if I'm lit, like I really go in the studio and say some shit. Like and then if you're like, oh, this shit sound good, we can keep this. Like, yo, Bubble Butt, it was mad funny. Like Bubble Butt was not even my beat when we got the beat. It was my producer's beat. He was like, oh, you could get on the beat. I was supposed to be a feature on the beat. Like, but I had went and did like a first freestyle and I was like, oh, this is not it. He was like, yeah, make it like a twerk song. That's when I just went in there and just kind of just took off. Like, and I didn't stop. Like, I finished the whole track on one go. And then that's
Wow.
when I doubled it. I was kind of lit. So sometimes, like, I will probably like write a verse or like a hook. And or sometimes I will probably just write one phrase and then I'll go to the stew and just go off of that. So it really just depends. And I could make a song in like 15 minutes. It's kind of like
Damn.
I don't know. That's why I felt like, okay, maybe I need to do this because this
Yeah.
seems more lit to me than everything else I'm doing in life. I want to do this, you
Yeah.
know?
It came natural to you.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
came natural because before I was worried about writing a song. Now I'm just like, oh yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go to the school, let's go to the school, we gonna make something happen. And I just have been trying because when I first started freestyling, I felt like I was very repetitive because I am a new artist and all of this
Right.
stuff. So now I try to work on okay, instead of continuously going, I'll punch in so that I'm not constantly saying bitch because I do say bitch a lot and shit a lot and pussy a lot. Like all the inappropriate shit, those are the shit I say a lot. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm just trying to like settle it down a little bit, you
Yeah.
know. Just I'm trying to just perfect my craft as I go along. But that's really my process. I never know what's gonna happen. Like, yeah, most of the time I just hear the beat. If I like the beat, I'm gonna go with it.
Take off.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's really how I am.
For sure.
For
For
real.
sure. So
Hell yeah.
what's it like for you? You've been doing this what 3 years now? You said since 2020.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what's it like for you so
Well,
far?
yeah, 2021.
Okay, so 2 years.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
going on 3 now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what's this been like? What has it been like for you to be an independent artist as far as like pushing out your music and even creating and connecting with people?
I just feel like it involves a lot of money. You gotta realize that you gotta put money out there to push your music, to go to shows, to look good. If you want your song to be heard, you definitely gotta do promos. Sometimes you gotta pay to get posted on pages that have buzz. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, I just feel like sometimes artists don't work as a team. That's a lot that I see around. I just feel
Yeah,
like instead of people just coming together and just getting shit done, people would rather just hate or got something negative to say or just, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like
yeah,
a lot could be accomplished if everybody was like, oh, let's work together, like on some team shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know. I just feel like you just gotta put the work in. Like, it's competition out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Like, and yeah, like I said, a lot of money. Did I say that part?
yeah.
That's really the most
That's the
important
most
part
important.
because you have to invest. Like, cause at the end of the day, you not about to go nowhere if you don't invest. Literally, everybody that unless you meet somebody that really, really fucks with you, and they be
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, I see her talent, and I really want to work with her. I'm gonna do this shit for free or him. But most of the times when you reach out to people like, oh, how do I get on this? Or I'm trying to tap into this. They're sending you a link. They're sending you a budget. They're sending you something. Like, you see people comment on your thing like, oh, let me post you on your page. You just asked me to let you post me on my page, on your page. And I asked you to do that. You gonna tell me it's $20? I didn't ask you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
they do. It's just all about money. So it's just like you just gotta be smart on who to invest in with because you could get scammed too with this music shit. So yeah,
That's
that's
a fact.
another thing. Like, you gotta be cautious because you just gotta know what's worth your money and your time and what's not. Because sometimes, like, this is the conversations that people don't want to have, but it's like shows be put together already for artists to get put on. So you just going there to push some other artist. So it doesn't matter if you go there and kill it or not. You not about to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so it's just like you just gotta know what's right for you, what works for you, and just kill it and just have faith and just keep putting in that work, honestly.
that's a
Because
fact.
you never know where it's gonna come from nowadays. It could come from TikTok. You could see somebody that's never done shows, never invested in anything. They drop a song on TikTok and they make it. So it's just like everybody's way is different too. So
That's a fact. You said a word because that capital, boy, you need that money. You can't
right.
get anywhere. And I mean, and if you're not supporting other people, that nobody's gonna
They're
support
not gonna
you.
support you.
Yeah, and
Right.
that's just only fair to be real.
Hell
So
yeah.
so I asked that to ask, like, you got a
Mhm.
lot of singles and they running up, got a lot of
Mhm.
numbers. When are
Mhm.
we getting a project?
So I just feel like I'm haggling with my project because I'm just trying to build my fan base up a little bit more.
Okay.
Just because I feel like putting out a project so soon, I feel like most of the times what I notice with artists is even with me, I'm gonna be honest. Like if you're an upcoming artist, you send me a single, I'm gonna listen to it. But if you send me an entire album, I might skip through it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
I'm being very critical, and I feel like that's how most people are. I just feel like my fan base isn't strong enough yet to handle a project. But I just feel like in a few more months, because I already have my projects lined up. It's not like I don't have them.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't dropped them yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
trying to build up that momentum. And honestly, I'm trying to push these singles and drop one more single, hoping it's the hit. I'm trying to push that hit so that when I drop that album, my album could probably be, Billboard #1. Because now I
Yeah.
got the fans. My single already, gave them the momentum. So now they're watching me. So if I drop an album, it's like, okay, she's working back to back. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like I probably could drop like a mixtape or like an EP. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to save the album word just to get my fan base up just a little bit more. I don't know if I'm being like a little bit too critical, but like I'm just going, I try to learn from other people and like just learn from what people do because you have to learn from what people do.
Right.
So it's just like I try to pick out what works and try to use it for me.
Yeah. I feel that.
So that's, yeah.
Well,
But it's gonna come.
I think you've been a little bit too critical, but I like that train of thought though. I like that explanation. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, you know, give give something, give people something to want. You know what I'm saying? Because people drop a
Yeah.
lot of music now,
Hmm.
and they dropping music every other week, and it's like,
Yeah.
people get tired of hearing you. You know what I'm saying? So I like that.
Hmm.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So
Yeah. So that's how I'm looking at it.
yeah, for sure. When do you think you can expect to drop song?
October,
Okay. Okay.
my
So that's
birthday, because I'm a Scorpio. I will be dropping it October 28th.
ooh,
God is willing.
Scorpio. Okay. Okay.
Scorpio. I'm an
For sure.
October Scorpio baby. So you already know we the best.
Ah, that's what y'all say.
Because we are. I mean, we a little crazy. I just feel like it come with the territory, but we the best.
Well, I can't talk because I'm a Gemini, so
You would. Yeah, oh my
we
God.
got two sides
Yeah.
of us. So
Yeah. Yeah. I do. I think we do too. I think I do too. But it's like I be working on it.
yeah, nah, I feel that. I feel that. Look, as long as you working on it, that's all
We're
that matters.
working on it.
That's all that matters.
Like,
So, what's the best thing you've learned about yourself since you started making music?
see, I realized that I have way more patience than I thought I did. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Because it's like before I would be snapping and just upset about little shit. But it's just like now, just being in the industry and knowing that sometimes there is going to be bullshit and I have no choice but to deal with it because it's like at the end of the day, this is business. Like, sometimes you will go to a show and stuff is not how it is. Like,
Yeah.
or people will tell you to come out and they will tell you this is included, this is included. You come, you don't get what's included. Like sometimes people are disrespectful. People don't give you a respect because you are female.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes guys are inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like being in this, like right now, I'm more like I'm nicer on Instagram. Like I will respond sometimes to stuff that I feel like this is probably a little inappropriate, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna just do a thumbs up or whatever. Like thank you, because at the end of the day, like you're probably a fan and you really a fan. So it's like I gotta know that people are a fan. I can't get upset over stupid shit. Like when I tell you people comment weird shit, and sometimes I have to delete that. I have
Hey, yo.
my stuff under the stuff where if somebody comments something inappropriate, they could just remove it. Like it's this one dude, he was like, I want to spread you into two. I was like, oh
Hey,
my God, in
yo.
the comments, that's so inappropriate. Like,
That brother
bro, he had
starving.
me crying, but I was like, you gotta go. Like, because some people be saying the craziest stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like now I think I just have more patience. And I feel like, yeah, and now, like, if I'm in my feelings, I know I could just smoke a blunt and go make a song, and it will make me feel better. Like,
Yeah.
you know, instead of popping off and doing dumb shit, I'm going to the studio. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's been an escape route. And it's just like giving me more hope. Like, honestly, because ever since I was younger, I always knew I wanted to be rich. I don't know about famous, but I just always knew I wanted to be rich and just make a difference. But it's like, for a while, I just felt like, okay, I'm doing this because I had did music videos for a while. Like I was in this music video that my friend did a song with the baby. We was in that music video. I had did one for Safari and Chinese Kitty.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, I had did a few music videos. I had started my lash line. You know, I have my own business now. I do hair and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Which is cool and all, but it's like I'm trying to be wealthy, which is
Yeah.
like because the type of change I'm trying to make in my country, like I want to be wealthy. Like I don't want to be like regular. So it's like just doing music and just seeing that I could really achieve my hopes and dreams. Like if I put my mind to it, like
Yeah.
so that just made me just want to be richer. Like okay, yeah. I knew like it's meant for me. Like yeah, it's gonna come. Like I just feel like it's in the bank. Like it's just waiting for me to sign. You know, sign the
Yeah.
dotted line, and all my money gonna come out.
I feel that. Hey,
And that's
you gotta
that.
think like that. You got
You
to.
do.
That's the only way you're gonna get it.
You
I like
do.
that. I
For
like that.
real. For
So
real.
your dream feature, you get a feature from any
Nikki.
artist. I figured that.
Nicki Minaj. I love her though, but you know why? It's like now this generation, everybody wanna like beef about Nicki. Everything she say, they wanna undermine her and make it seem like she really. I just feel like okay, there's other great female rappers, but I feel like she kind of broke this bridge and she took it to another level that others didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm from Africa. I'm gonna tell you the type of impact she had because I knew her since I was in Africa. Like I didn't know Foxy Brown in Africa. It sounds crazy. That is where I was born. Like I moved here in 2011. I found out about Foxy Brown. I mean, I knew of Lil Kim, but because of uh the song she got with Pink and Maya, the Madam Malay song, you
I
know
don't think
the
I know
one
that
where they
song.
had on the burlesque outfits, like the one with Pink and Maya. So that's the song I knew, but I feel like that song they was playing it there because they had the white artists on there. But
Ah,
Nicki, ever since she came out, like they was playing her all the time on TV. Like we saw Nicki and Diddy's remix. I knew Nicki and Trey songs. Literally every Nicki song that she had, I knew before I came to America. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
So it was like I was already a fan of her. So that's the type of impact she has. But people that are here, they don't know that because they're not in other countries. They're, you know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
don't see the type of like numbers don't lie. Like, and I just feel like I don't know. I love her, and I just feel like maybe I don't know, but I love her, and that's my dream feature. Like, and yeah, and I need a feature with Future because I really love Future. That's one of my faves as well. Like, Future makes me feel like I could relate because he's a Scorpio. So every time he make a song, I
Yeah.
be feeling like a trap nigga. Like, you know, like if I was a nigga, I really would be doing the same thing type shit. Like it's
Yeah.
so bad. Like he would make you feel like that. Like
Nah,
for
that's a
real. And
fact.
I've been listening to Future for a while now. And yeah, I mean I like the old school artists as well. You know, those are dream features as well. But
Yeah.
definitely Nicki if I could get it in time.
Yeah, nah, I feel that. I feel that because she get ready to retire. So you look, they
Yeah.
get up before she
I
gone.
love her though. I was like, oh my God, she started a label. And I tag her all the time. It's insane. I really tag her. I can't wait for that day. She gonna see me because when she had did the Fendi print, first of all, I don't play about Nicki. It's crazy. Like I
Oh, you a
don't show it
barb
on
for real?
Instagram. Yeah, like, but I'm not the barb that be on Instagram arguing with other people.
Okay.
Like, it's just like, bro, when she did her perfume line, I had them. Like when she had her stuff at Kmart, I had bought. When she did the
Wow.
Fendi print, I got the Fendi bathing suit, and I was tagging her. But you know, she got so many followers. I know
Yeah.
she don't see me, but she gonna see me one day.
One day she will. Yeah. One day
One day she will.
every once in a while she'll like somebody's stuff that tag her all the time. So
Right,
yeah.
she gonna see
Yeah.
me. Oh, and Chris Brown. I mean, I love Chris Brown. I grew up listening to Chris Brown. I remember when Chris Brown was 16, and I just thought I was a little ass kid. And why is he so fine? Like, simple.
That's funny. That's
But
funny.
yeah, man, honestly, anybody that gives me the chance to get a feature with an artist that's greater than me, doing better, I'm open to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a dream come true too, because it's like y'all giving me a chance to do what I need to do. I just
Yeah.
love Nikki. That's all, and that's been for a very long time, guys. So yeah,
For sure. For sure. I like that. So,
yeah.
Ju, I appreciate your time. It's been dope. It's been fun. Let everybody know where they can stream your music, where they can follow you on social media, and what they can expect next from you.
Guys, everything. Y'all need to expect a fucking music video. I'm about to drop another song for you guys. I'm about to be popping way more ass, and yeah. And you could add me on all platforms. That's Jujufrmdabando. Literally, it's the same name on everything. Like once you type that JUJUFRMZABANDO, I know it's long, but I'll pop up. I'm gonna pop up, guys. I'm gonna pop up. Find me. I follow back, y'all.
To follow back, y'all.
I'm
Y'all make
looking
sure y'all
cute
stream.
today. I was
And
like, let me blow y'all a kiss so y'all could be like, oh, she cute. Let me follow her.
follow streaming music. It's the More Music Podcast.
Yes.
Boom.
Stream the music, tag me, and at me.